go ahead and bring in our cast of Demon Slayer, Kellen Goff, Aleks and Brianna Knickerbocker. Bring them, come on up. You got two, Aleks. Aleks gets two. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Your beats in your mouth. What?
I love that dessert. Nobody got that. It was like an Alamo.
Whoa.
Sorry, I've offered dad humor. It's really hot.
This is heavy. Is this your first ever seen the San Antonio Fiesta medal?
Yeah.
So it's a tradition here. Every year, think Mardi Gras for a week. Okay? Just think that for a week. And it's a tradition in San Antonio where people wear them and they trade, collect. And you know, the swamp and everything. Big collection. You'll see people with sashes on them. Just hanging. They're walking like this. They're walking like this with all the metal coming down. But anyway, again, welcome to San Antonio. I appreciate y'all making time to come out here to Big Texas Comicon. Can I get to tell you your first time in San Antonio?
First time in San Antonio, absolutely. We just did the Tower of Americas next to it. It's great place.
A little history about that. 1968, that was the World's Fair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, 1968. So you walked into history, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Talking about the big tower yesterday?
Yeah, the Space Needle.
Yeah, the World's Fair was here back in 1968, Aleks. So
that rocks.
There used to be, and now I'm really going to show my age, everybody. There used to be a monorail in that park. Yeah, there used to be a monorail that would take everybody across.
Like the Simpsons?
Like the Simpsons. Whoa! Seriously. Like the
Are
Simpsons.
there monorail jokes in Futurama? That's all I could think. As soon as you said monorail, I was like, isn't that
It's just a Matt Groening thing.
Yeah.
He really likes monorails, I guess.
And, but yeah, again, thank you for coming. Demon Slayer, I was talking to the people before y'all came in, and there was not like, oh, you know, I like, you know, this character and this character. It was just they liked the world that it built. Brianna, you want to talk about that, just the world, and why do you think it connects with so many people?
It's just a classically great story with a hero, the hero's friends, rivals. There's so many really exceptional, like Japanese influenced magical elements, and the animation is gorgeous. There's not, like, what is there not to just absolutely adore?
I feel like there's also something that you don't really see in a lot of modern animes.
Right.
The characters have very distinct color palettes.
That's so true. It's like
kind of like reminiscent of like Power Rangers. And
Yep.
I remember when I was a little kid, I was like, oh, I like the green character. I feel like it's some really great designs that are super memorable, especially with the way their eyes and their patterns and their auras and stuff like that.
Well, in your case now, I like the yellow one.
I like the yellow ones.
Yeah.
I still like the green one.
I like the
All right, well, I'll start off with you. So what's it like playing a demon?
It was so much fun. 2 hours of screaming like Stitch, but like he just woke up. You know, it was like it's always a lot of fun. Bang Zoom, who records us, has me in for creatures a lot, and they always let me be very creative with them.
Yeah.
So being able to do it for such a legendary franchise was quite the honor. And even though he pretty much only says 2 lines, he says, "Don't come to my family and stay away from them." That's it.
Is that the exact voice? I don't remember it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, but louder. Yeah.
Well, obviously, I'm assuming you get to see, you know, what your character looks like, you know, before you go in there. What was your thoughts when you first saw him?
He was like, that looks just like me.
He's like, yeah, he's ripped like me.
Me for real. I thought, why does he have a spider head, but the rest of them just look like spider themed?
Because he's the true Spider fan.
It's true. It's true. He's the Spider-Man.
He's Man the Spider.
Man. Yeah.
Aleks, for the heads up, there's a few people here in Zenitsu cosplay, so just a heads up there. They're here. It's gained so much, your character gained so much popularity almost instantly. Just boom. And as a matter of fact, one cosplayer right here, she's up in the front row. I asked her, I go, well, why are you him? Why him? She says, I like because I can relate to him. What does that mean to you?
Well, I always say that I feel like Zane Su is the most relatable character because he's, everybody else is this, you know, they're great characters, but they're this perfect image of a hero. They have like, you know, they're either too stupid for their own good, so they're super strong, or they have like this noble heart of like a very sweet person. And I feel like we all want to be like that, right? We all want to be super sweet and whatever, but we're not. Daily life is very hard to get by. There's a lot of circumstances for everybody. So I feel like having a character who has faults in his narrative is really engaging for the general audience, because we can watch that and be like, oh, he's gonna poop his pants if he has to go fight demons. I might do that too, you know? Everybody wants to be like, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna kill those demons, but then you're gonna end up like those background characters that get sliced like pizza. So you're like, if I can just turn around and go home, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I think that the truly relatable thing about him is that, you know, deep down, even though he's scared, in those moments, he still wants to be there for his friends and you know, and protect people if he could.
And I'm assuming, is that one of the best things about playing him?
The best thing about playing him is having, you know, two sides to him. As an actor, it's super fun to get to do more than just one type of thing, and that's what I like about this career, is that you can do a lot of things, and, you know, especially on one character, if you can explore multiple facets of them, I think that's super interesting.
The best.
Right? As an actor, that's
for sure.
the best you could act.
For sure. What would you like to see, where would you like to see his character go? How grow? What would you like to see him grow?
I would like to see his head grow really big so he takes up all the poster space. All the Demon Slayer posters.
He has a brain blast.
Yeah, he has a brain blast.
His big thing.
Yeah, it's like the Toonami trailers and it's just his face.
Brianna, first of all, welcome to San Antonio.
Yay.
Yeah. And you have double duty on that Demon Slayer, don't you? You play Kanao and Suyuri and Nichika? Is that true?
Yes.
All right, so there you go.
Like, when you think about it.
Yeah.
It was one of the little ones.
Yeah. So
You get to sing.
Talk about that. Talk about the character. What
You don't
made it fun?
usually get to sing in anime, so it's always so much fun. I think one of my like kind of bucket list or dream items is to combine my two loves of singing and acting more. So that was really, really fun. Kimberly and I both voiced to the little ones, and we got to sing like this really like dark lullaby. It was really cool.
Along the way, when you're with this character and seeing her journey,
Not Nichika.
Exactly. Which one am I?
This long journey with Nichika.
Yeah,
No.
real quick, right? But was there anything that surprised you about the character? Yeah.
I mean, it's like really crazy because she has like the most very, very intensely traumatic past. So I think it just really surprised me seeing how bad her past was. And it's very easy to kind of on the surface see in an anime or any show or narrative story, oh, this person doesn't talk. And like, oh, your character doesn't talk. It's like, well, she's literally so traumatized from her past that she's fully disembodied. Like, if you really think about it, it's like, oh my God, it's so intense. So I had to go to some very, very dark places for her.
But on the surface, when you look at the way they animate her, she doesn't look like that.
I mean.
Yeah, go ahead, yes.
Yeah, I think if you get to that level of, I mean, I can't even imagine, get to that level of disembodiment in trauma, like there's just nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
And getting to have that journey where she is using a coin to decide things and then finally actually learns to be able to find her heart and wake up her heart and speak and like have emotion and literally come into her body again is like,
sure.
I'm still on that journey with her, so we're not all the way there yet.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody's excited.
She deserves to talk and she deserves to have dreams and feel everything, so I can't wait to give that to her.
Well, I'm glad you brought up your singing because you do have your singing side of your life there. I think vampires and vampires, Starless.
I do love vampires.
Yeah. How were you able to merge those two into Demon Slayer? Just doing it, right? Just getting there, right?
Wait, vampires?
Yeah, you have Starless.
That's just like I sing on the side and I songwrite. So I don't think that's, Yeah, I don't think Canal will have anything to do
I
with
knew that now.
Starlight.
You should ask them to let her have a little song.
I would literally
vampires.
die. I would
Vampires, yeah.
Coins.
Can you imagine?
Can't count.
One song, two songs.
Definitely that type of vampire for sure, yes.
Well, since y'all here in San Antonio, we had a fun question a couple years ago with another Demon Slayer panel with some of your colleagues there. And a fan asked, and I thought this was hilarious, so I'm gonna ask y'all, how would your characters fight over the last taco on the table? Who would be the brave one to go grab it first?
Can spiders eat tacos?
I was just gonna say, like, that's that question.
Is that like dogs and
Our group is probably the worst one to ask that question because I don't think like you wouldn't do anything.
No.
She would just sit there.
I'd be like,
I don't think you'd even
You
want
guys would just stand off to the side. Well, no one else went.
We would all just stand there and look at each other for a while until you go take the taco, probably.
I think you'd get rid of the tortilla and just take a handful and be very gross about it.
Exactly. Well, as y'all saw before they came over, when they got up here, I gave them a Fiesta medal. So they all have one here. And Kellen was like, cool, these are cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a little fun with the cast of Demon Slayer
It's
right
right pool
now.
dance.
Yeah, well, do you see the Easter egg in the pool? And in the medal?
Is there
we
a
know
hidden
what
Mickey?
is it?
No, it's obvious.
It's
See?
obvious?
Yeah,
Oh,
once you
I'm
see it.
dumb, so
Want me to point at you, Kellen, since you're right next to me?
yeah.
Is it? No, I don't know.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's
Let
adorable.
me whisper it.
That's adorable.
Oh, okay.
There you go. See how Big Texas does it?
Yeah.
They put a little- all right, so Brianna, I'll let you go first. What was it going to take for somebody to earn that Fiesta medal?
Okay, is anybody wearing obviously Demon Slayer cosplay, but what about like, how about my characters? Is anybody wearing a character of mine? No?
No?
How about,
Oh.
how about best, wait, what are the birds in Demon Slayer called? Yeah, a crow impression. Let's
Let me
do
go,
a crow
crow
impression contest.
That dude's just screaming.
I gotta go with the blue, yeah.
All right.
Slide.
Slide, way to go slide. All right, Alex, you're up.
Man, I gotta think on this one.
All right, gonna pass. All right, Kelly.
One. Yeah. Okay. Are there any Transformers?
You know what? Hold on. I thought of one. Hold on. Smallest Demon Slayer cosplayer.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Is that
Oh, yeah. Come on up.
you? Come on up here. Come on up here.
Look at that.
Well, we got a smaller guy here.
Oh.
Why don't you win? Why don't you win?
All right, there we go. You're going for the smaller guy.
I know you were sweating about that, so we got.
I was going to ask y'all like obscure Transformers questions.
This would have become the Transformers panel.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, they saw the Easter egg in the medal, so see if y'all can figure it out. Yeah, it takes a while, but once you see it, you see it. Yeah. All right, now it's your time to talk with the cast of Demon Slayer. So again, the mic is right here. And again, I just want to repeat for one more time here before we get on up. Let me just pull up my notes here because I have my cell phone timed out. All right. Again, no video game strike questions. Nothing about AI. No custom voice requests or video shout-outs. And no questions about future projects. Other than that, take it away. Cast of Demon Slayer is yours. Go ahead, you're first.
Hello. The other was personal Alex. Thank you for the signing. You're still the funniest man on the internet. My question is, I've asked this to a few voice actors. Yeah, I've asked this to a few voice actors now. It's for all y'all. What's the most obscure role you've been recognized for by a fan?
Ooh, that's a good question. Obscure.
You can take that so many different directions.
Oh man, I think it's gonna be hard for me to corner one. But when I first started, I did this show called Rising of Shield Hero, and I was like a background character for that. and I had a lady come up, and she had a screenshot of the background character.
Stop.
And at first I thought it was a joke, and I'm like, oh, that's really funny. And she's like, he's my favorite soldier. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's amazing.
I'm glad, yeah. So I guess little soldier boy in Rising of Shield Hero.
Amazing.
So.
All right, Sly. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No. I thought.
Was that for all?
Oh,
I did this this cute little movie called Night is Short, Walk On Girl, and yeah, and I played the main character, kind of awkward senpai guy, and nobody ever comes up and asks me about that, but there was this one person that made like a collage. Like a straight up collage, and it's like, I love senpai. I'm like, yes! Because I had a lot of fun with that. There was a part where I played an entire Congress of myself. I played myself like 60 times screaming at each other.
Like King the Conqueror.
Yeah, like King the Conqueror. Exactly like that.
That's wild. I can't think of anything super obscure, but I will say somebody came up to me today with Eternal. Oh my god. No, I don't know.
It's so obscure. You don't even know.
that's so obscure.
Eternal Return.
Eternal
I got
Return.
there. Eternal Return with my character Vanya, and she had artwork that she made of her, and I think it's just like this little mobile game, so that was really special to me.
All right, good stuff. Good question. All right, Sly, you're up.
Hi, Brianna, thank you for the badge.
Yay!
I love all you guys. Love the Leveling t-shirt. Alex, I love solo leveling. Thank you. It's really good. I was wondering, what's your guys' favorite rap album?
Rap album?
Yeah, like rapper or rap album, whichever you know a little more about.
That's a tough one, man.
I'm gonna go OG Snoop Dogg.
It's so hard with music because for me, I can never pinpoint, for like movies, it's different because I'm like, oh yeah, that's my favorite movie. But for albums, it's so hard because there's so many like tracks in each album.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
each era
I'm
is
like
attached.
one song from every album. That's like my thing.
I guess when I was, when I first found out about hip hop and rap and stuff like that, I was really into like MF Doom and stuff. So
There's only one beer left.
yeah, man. I remember looking at the cover art for that. And I was like, oh, this is sick, but it's really hard. So I'll just say that for now.
I like Curtain Call by Eminem. I feel like the solid bangers all the way through.
All right, good question. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to know from the past 3 seasons of Demon Slayer, what has been your favorite scene that has been animated from the manga?
The one where I am. The emphasis on one.
Alex or Brianna?
I think the scene where Tanjiro and Kanao are training together, and he's trying to get the tea, knock the tea over, and she's too fast, and then finally he outdoes her, and puts the teacup on her head.
That one's a cute
So
one. I like the one. This isn't from the main storyline, but I like because at the end of the episodes they sometimes do these funny little shorts. I like the one with Buff Nezuko. She's like, she's got a bodybuilder's build.
That's amazing. I need to see that. I haven't seen it, so I need to look that up.
It's really good.
That's amazing.
Is that like
thank
a
you.
buff poo with like a big wide and small head? Poo.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
First off, wonderful to meet you all. You all are great. Second off, what is your guys' funniest voice acting booth experience?
You can go so many directions with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Keep it PG.
Yeah, what's the first PG one that comes to mind? I guess.
Well, I voiced Akane in Ja-ra-ra-ra, and all of my characters' first lines, she's hunting down, oh my god, I forget his name, this other character, and all of them are her trying to kill him, and all she says is like, die, die, why won't you die, just die, die. And so Ricky, who used to engineer at Bang Zoom, so usually when you're recording anime, you get like beep, 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 and then you do your line. So it was my turn to record, and so I was ready, and then I heard, die, 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 and we were rolling on the floor. We were dying.
You turned your voice into a
Yes, it was amazing.
Good old Ricky Wow.
All right, good question. Yes, sir.
Nah, I have nothing.
Hi, Hi. It's good to see y'all, especially you, Brianna. And Kellen, I don't know if you remember me, but I actually talked to you before a few years ago on Zoom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I brought the plushies.
One of those hangout things.
Yeah, I brought the plushies.
Yeah. Good to see you.
And Aleks, I love you as Arnold's Bowl of the Gold.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, since I can't ask about my favorite game, Trails, I'll just ask a question about my favorite show. This is mainly for Aleks and Brianna. How was the experience of getting to work on, for you as Arnold's Bowl of Gold in The Misfit of Demon King? And I know you're on it too, playing Misha. So what was it like voicing those characters? And you have a funny moment with that series?
Yeah, it's interesting because when I first recorded that show, it was right after Demon Slayer. So his voice is a much deeper voice, and people didn't know I could do that at the time. So I'd show up, and my natural speaking tone is here. They're like, "Why don't you sound like this?" And I'm like, I guess I just don't. So it was nice for me because then I'd scream at Zinni 2 in the morning, and then at night I could just relax and talk normally. Yeah. Or the other way around. I wake up and I talk normally, and then I have to. What about you?
Misha, I really loved, especially in season 1, because I had that really beautiful storyline of like not even. In case you can't tell, I have a little bit of a archetype through line with my characters. It's like very shy, soft-spoken, sweet-hearted characters that end up finding that they have like this enormous underlying strength and they come into their own. It's really special, beautiful. I'm very happy in my typecast. Very happy to stay in my typecast. But Misha, similarly, like she just didn't even feel like she deserved to exist. And she had this beautiful storyline with Kaylee Mills. Kaylee and I are always playing opposite each other. It's really fun. And I don't know, she's just like this sweet, special character that's learning who she is and how to find her heart and everything. And she also has all these really funny little moments where she says the funniest thing, but she's like very deadpan. So she'll say like the craziest thing and she's just dead. It's so funny. I just have a blast with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name's Thais, and this is a question for all of y'all. Who is your favorite voice actor? Mine personally is Ian Sinclair.
Ooh, I had a steak with that guy recently.
That guy can eat a mean steak.
That guy can eat a mean steak. My favorite voice actor, it's really hard for me to choose personally. But when I grew up with Yuri and Johnny Youngbosch.
Yeah.
Those were the guys that I looked up to when I was younger.
I looked up to the creature guys. So yeah, D. Bradley Baker, Frank Welker, Fred Tatasciore. Yeah, the greats. Absolutely.
That's such a hard question. I just remember certain like shows, like I grew up on X-Men. I was like a superhero fiend, and Spider-Man and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and anybody on those two
Those
shows.
guys were great. They were killing it too.
Yeah.
Lenore Zahn, who plays a rogue. Yeah.
That was actually my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a rogue girl through and through. She was my girl.
Funny story about Johnny. He comes to the Texas Con every once in a while. Didn't even make it here, but pre-moderating panel, cool with me. But then he jumps on the stage with me. And he does a shtick with me. Every time I ask him questions, like, "Yes, Jeff. Sure, Jeff." And then he goes, "Okay, you're a good sport about it." Yeah. So he's a funny guy. Yeah. Oh, look who it is. Look who it is.
Oh, it's a mirror.
Like looking at
What's going on here?
Man.
Yeah, this question goes out to all of y'all. I'm a voice actor in training, and I want to know what kind of advice y'all could give me to get started.
I say my advice is that how I started is that I went on Google. Nowadays, we're in the information age where everything you need to know is on the internet. So I'm like, if you can change a tire, if you can learn to change a tire from YouTube, then you can learn to do anything from YouTube, really. So there's a ton of resources. I know you know more about that.
Oh, there's this lovely website that D. Bradley Baker made called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com.
He's not joking. That's literally
the title of it. Yes. It sounds like a joke title, but I swear it leads to the right place. And it details it way better than any of us could in the time we have here. Otherwise, doing theater, voice acting is acting. Theater is a great place to cut your teeth and experience that. And I've always found that having done improv helps a lot. Training in there, like comedy sports or what have you. So, yeah.
Only thing I could think to add on to those two is like if you enjoy like creating it all, writing your own stories in any type of form and writing your own characters like really will help you learn to like use your imagination and empathize with other characters. So it really leans into acting later.
You talk about the resources too, even in Texas, in San Antonio's backyard, figuratively, Dallas. I think Dallas is a big hub with Funimation, I think that's it, right?
It was Funimation.
It was Funimation,
yes, it's
okay.
Crunchyroll.
It's Crunchyroll now? Okay, so it's Crunchyroll now? So, but regardless, the point is, there are resources, even here in San Antonio, just a quick trip up north, and Dallas is there if you want to venture out that way.
It's got a great theater scene.
Oh, it is?
A lot of Shakespeare stuff up there.
Dallas, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bump it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here in San Antonio, we think Dallas, we think Cowboys. Cowboys, that's what we think.
Cowboys can act.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello.
Here's my question. If you have a song for your character that you play in Demon Slayer, what would it be?
That's a fun question.
Somebody
I've never
asked
been
me this
that.
earlier too, and I was like, for me, I feel like Zainsu wouldn't even care about the music. He'd just like follow those K-pop girl groups.
Yes! So
Yes, he
good.
would.
That is
Yes,
Just
he
like
would.
show up to their concerts and like
Yes.
wear like
He
those
literally
shirts with their
would.
faces on.
He literally would. That's a hard question.
What was Spider-Man?
What was Spider-Man?
Reflection from Mulan.
That's beautiful.
He's like combing his long hair.
I can't think of anything. It's such a good question.
Probably hasn't heard music yet.
Isn't there a song called Butterfly by someone?
Sure.
Somewhere?
I'm sure there's a lot
I
of
don't
songs
know.
called
Was there a 90s song called Butterfly?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you and I are thinking of the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll take that
It's
one.
a DDR song.
Perfect, I'll take that one.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Go on. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Natalia, and I only have a question for Kellen because I didn't know who else was going to be here.
Well, they knew you were here, Kelly. They knew you were here.
Here I am.
I got him to sign my Funko Pop, and I didn't really, this was kind of the last second thing idea. But amongst all the Five Nights at Freddy's characters you voiced, who was the easiest voice for you to do and who was the hardest voice?
Ooh, good one. The easiest was probably Glamrock Freddy, because
He's pretty calm. He's just down here. He's
yeah, he's always just trying to be there for you and stuff. The hardest one was Moon when he screams, because he was not meant to scream. He was meant to stay down here. But that there is no way to make that scream without maximum effort. So yeah. Thank you.
All right. Let's keep the questions coming. Got a few more minutes.
Hi, my name's Suki, and I wanted to ask, what do you think about Michael Jackson, your mortal enemy in Demon Slayer?
He makes great music.
I had to do it.
He's not your enemy.
I love Greg.
Yeah.
Greg's awesome.
He's my airport buddy. We always find good restaurants.
Pretty good reviews all across the board.
Yeah, he is a good Yelp review.
What do we got here? Cool mask.
Hi, thank you.
Hello?
I was wondering, what are y'all's favorite podcasts? I'm just very
Podcasts.
Such a good question.
Ooh. I haven't heard a podcast in a long time.
Andrew Huberman does a lot of good stuff.
I was gonna say, I see the look on your face. Do not say the Talk Too Well podcast.
It came to mind, but I gotta
I see it in your eyes.
I don't know. I get kind of boring. I like Star Talk. I believe Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's been a while. But NPR stuff is kind of fun if you want to learn something new. I don't know. I'm bored.
Or you can go to my Spurs podcast. We were saying
Yeah, that one.
right?
Spurs.
Spurs. All right. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Daphne. Nice to meet y'all. I know y'all have really cool, successful careers right now, but when you grow up, I know you're already grown up. What do you like? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be?
Spaceman. Fly into the
I want to be
stratosphere.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I want to be a vampire.
I wanted to be. Oh, here's one. What would you have wanted to be if you weren't a voice actor?
Oh, well, if you asked little kid me, I would have said I wanted to be a Batman or a Power Ranger.
Well, you did both. You did the first one at least.
Yeah, you got one. You got one.
I wanted to be a longshoreman.
For real?
And that's the guys who work the docks.
The docks, yeah.
Oh, you're like in that movie, The Lighthouse.
Yeah. I wanted to scream "Hark" at you. Yeah. Hark! Yeah.
I was wondering, like, if your characters were demons, what do you think their powers would be?
Ooh, well, you already are one, Kellen, so.
You can shoot web out of your...
He can turn Super Saiyan Cocoon Man.
Oh.
Yeah. And he's strong and doesn't afraid of anyone. Yeah.
Doesn't afraid of anyone?
Doesn't afraid nothing.
Okay.
Not one.
That suffices.
I think like mine would be Poison Ivy X. Because I could do like poison flowers and stuff.
Well, I guess it would be like demon with lightning powers then. That would be cool.
Yeah,
Very
that'd
fast.
be sick.
That'd be pretty sick.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Abby, but if you weren't like Zenitsu or any of the characters you watch today, who characters like would you be?
On Demon Slayer, I'd be a crow.
That's a really
We
fun
could all be
one.
crows,
That's
guys.
true.
There's so many.
We could all be crows.
Shoot for the moon.
Well, I mean, I did audition for all 3 characters, like Tanjiro,
you did?
and Zenitsu. And since I didn't get those, I probably wouldn't get those now either. So I'd probably be somebody who shows up later down the line, maybe like a demon as well. So I think
Demon would be cool.
Well, I kind of feel like the crow is the one to beat. Based on your reaction.
Why not a crow demon?
Yeah, crow demon. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's played them so well already. I hate this question because it's like I couldn't really do it better, you know?
Yeah.
I guess in an alternate universe, if the Inosuke might have been fun.
I can totally see you doing that.
Sure.
We had the little Zenitsu up here. Why don't we just wrap it out with the little Zenitsu question?
Come on, little Zenitsu.
Come on, little Zenitsu.
What's the one line that you guys have had to read so many times?
That we had to redo.
Redo every, yeah, I
The
guess.
most.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
From Demon Slayer or in general?
From Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Listen, you got a story
He was like,
here.
I'm so proud of my
which
job.
one?
No, because like
Redo any line.
I've only said these lines like maybe 10 times in my life. So I guess it
You
would
nailed them every time.
Yeah, don't come near my family. That's
I think the one for me is that when we first started working on the show, we had to figure out how to like time the lip flaps properly. So every time he screams, it would take a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think the line that I probably redid, I know Zach, who plays Tanjiro, his was like the breathing because he couldn't hold his breath for long enough.
Oh.
So I remember him having to do like. Start again. But for me, it was like, ah! And then we would scream too long, and they're like, you scream shorter. Ah! Not long enough. Ah! Still too short. Ah! All right, now you're too long. So we did hours and hours.
They didn't squeeze it or anything?
No, they were like, oh, it doesn't sound right if we squeeze it a little bit too much. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Mine was definitely the song. There was a very specific rhythm to the song, and it was really hard for me to get.
All right, good
That's a
stuff.
good question. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Hey, before we let y'all go, any other announcements you have in just general you want to say to the fans here for you?
We're doing Tower of God right now. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's still coming out on the Crunchyrolls.
That's a good one. For those who are fans of Solo Leveling. So December 6th, it's going to be in theaters. First hour is a recap of season 1, and second hour is 2 brand new episodes.
There you go.
That you get to see early, 1 month early, in theaters. So go check that out.
I have a new game out called Fate Trigger the Novita. It's basically anime Fortnite. It is
That's
gorgeous. And I have a really fun buddy girl. She's a shy gamer. She's really fun. So I highly recommend you go check it out.
Does it have Peter Griffin?
No, not yet.
Not yet. That's season 2.
Maybe in the future.
All right, everybody. Again, if you didn't get a question, and no big deal. You know why? Because their tables are downstairs. They're available.
Yay.
Go get in line, get yourself an autograph, snap a picture of them, chat with them for a few seconds. Again, they'll be at their booths shortly. Once again, the cast of Demon Slayer. Give it up, San Antonio.
Yeah.